think it's a science fiction film like hasn't been done ever before. At the same time, it has the sort of the vibe of the good old ones, the adventure films by James Cameron, Steven Spielberg from the early '90s, and all that. So I think it's an interesting mismatch of things that just bring a smile to your face.
Yeah, of course. And how did you prepare yourself for the second one?
I was after the first Iron Sky, I was really doing a lot of job in trying to find something new to tell, and we thought about a lot of things we want to go for, but I decided that I want to go somewhere which is a little bit more unexpected and something new. So I started to read about the Hollow Earth. I started to read about the dinosaurs. I started to study all that, and these elements started to just shape up bit by bit into the whole piece.
Are there also some pieces of your childhood, like the dinosaurier or moon landing or something?
Say again?
Like the dinosaurs or something like that? Is that inspired by your childhood?
Yes, absolutely. I was a big fan of dinosaurs when I was a kid. I used to read about it. I did like dinosaur exhibitions to my family. And drew about the dinosaurs. I was dinosaur all in and out when I was a kid, and then later on, all of that started to find they found their way into to the film bit by bit.
And if you could decide to ride if you would rather ride on a dinosaur or to fly a spaceship, what would you like?
Wow, that is a good question. I would say I would ride a dinosaur because I think that's harder to achieve because spaceships are made every day nowadays, but dinosaurs, they don't exist, so I would choose a dinosaur right now.
And also a T-Rex? Or?
Probably something a little bit more peaceful. I think T-Rex, the problem with it is actually not very rideable. We had to do a lot of job to get to make it so, because actually T-Rex, the shape is like, it's not like a horse. Horse is like this. T-Rex is like this. So how do you actually sit there? So that was a bit of a trick.
Was it easy to find a friendly T-Rex?
Yes, they have a lot of them in South America, but just getting them over here, doing the paperwork, all that, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. But we found a great. His name is Blondie. It's a very beautiful soul.
What was your experience with crowdfunding?
The crowdfunding has always been something that's quite natural to me and the whole Iron Sky team. We have we knew how it's going to come up with the. With everything, we had a big fan base. They wanted to help us out, so it was quite natural to involve them. And it was always amazed because whatever we did, there was always the fan base following us and helping us out also financially to get things going. Even when there was a hard time, that these guys were over there, so that was something.
Have you got a lot of inspiration from the fans?
The fans, yes, absolutely. We sent the script to them for reading, so we got some feedback from them. For that, we invited them over for the shoot, so they played extras in the background. We showed versions of the cut to the people, and all of that is just something that we brought in, and they really were there.
Have you been amazed by the big fan base, how it grows?
It's always a huge surprise to see so many people who are so enthusiastic about Iron Sky, and it's just telling that there is a need for a different kind of a story, different kind of a science fiction also in addition for what we have nowadays in theaters.
And do you have already new ideas for third?
I do have some ideas. I don't want to, of course, talk about them too much, but there is a bunch of ideas brewing up, and hopefully we'll get to work on them pretty soon.
And what was the biggest challenge during the making?
I think the biggest challenge is always, in that case, we had a lot of technically very, very complicated sequences, which were something that we had to overcome those technical issues. And especially making them fit into the general budget of the whole movie. So all of that made a huge difference to. It was a huge job to make those work, and of course, it's also keeping the pretty crazy story in line all the time. That's, I think, the biggest challenge in the long run. It's like you have a story and the story runs and goes forward, and that's something that's the biggest challenge in the end.
Or what was your experience with them?
The Germans are obviously the first Iron Sky was popular in Germany, so it was quite natural that we continue sort of down that road, and we had good connections and very good partnership with the whole sort of German side of production. So we wanted to bring a lot of German actors into the project, but of course Udo Kier comes from the first Iron Sky, so it was natural to get him on board. Vladimir Burlakov was a perfect match for the character of Sasha and all that. So all these kind of things, they bit by bit they start to find their place. But Germany is an important partner in the production, so that's natural that we have them there.
At least, what are your projects? Could you imagine to do a drama, or are you more like an action stuff?
I could do a drama, but I think action is something that I'm more versatile in right now. Drama depends so much on the script. It has to be a really special script to be really excited about doing drama. I do find myself being a bit of a big child when it comes to films. I want to do these crazy action sequences, and they give me quite a lot of things I want to work on fun characters and that sort of stuff. But if there is a really good script for the drama, I wouldn't say no.